Good morning, guys. I am live. Just had a little time delay this morning. Currently in a trade. I am trying to get this break of pre-market high on this move. See, can it break this 411? If it can't, then we are going to close this position because this was a failed attempt this morning for this current trend, although it's still following its trend. So we see if it breaks this 350, 340 range, then we'll close it, but hopefully it breaks to the upside before it attempts to pull back onto the trend line. XPON, one of those regain compliance with the NASDAQ type headlines for the company, similar to what we saw yesterday with forget the ticker name. We traded it yesterday though, but it was the stock that went 600%. They were the first phase of when a company gets notified that they are being deregistered because of failed compliance. This is the backside. This is a company that regained their compliance. So let's see if that causes from investors. I have a stop order placed on this AERT. If it breaks this pre-market area 132, then it will get me filled immediately. If not, I'll close that stop. And on this trip, if it breaks above this pre-market high, I have order filled at $2.34. So hopefully it breaks that one as well. If not, the position will not be open for me. This morning there really isn't a lot moving. The three movers, SNOA, Sonoma, let's set a stop order up here at this $8.03 range for about 50 shares. It's kind of pricey. Actually, we're not even going to do that one because I don't believe in that one. Let's see this XPON. Can it break it? Break above this pre-market high and continue its rally, its run. Hope you guys got some good sleep to prepare for today. As I tell you guys, I look for pre-market high pushers, stocks that move above their pre-market levels. So this made a move initially and then immediately found resistance, but it's finding support slowly as it's building back up to the pre-market levels. See on a 1 minute chart what the MACD is doing. MACD just went green, so the bulls are winning, but hopefully they can continue and sustain this upward trend. Let's see. Yep, we're getting there. Every time it gets there, they push it back. This is the more accurate pre-market level. It's 410, 411. They can't even get it above $4. Our cost basis is $4.02. So let's see. Do we walk away with a gain or a loss this first trade? Tell you guys all the time, trading is a slow sport. We don't have any real news releases this morning that are super bullish. The stock is already up 200%. So I can understand why they are finding trouble trying to break these pre-market levels. I'm not mad at them at all. But if it can continue, then we want to ride with the wind beneath our wings, not in our face. Give us some pop. 100 shares sitting at 402. They're trying to go for the $4 range. But as I stated, they are fighting against it right now. It's 200% up, so. And this is a regain of compliance with NASDAQ, and I see. Let me get myself together. In a minute, I'm going to have to close this position because it's too choppy right here. But because the MACD is green, we are going to hold it for a little bit until they show efforts of trying to pull the MACD red. Might cap this to like a $30 loss. Let's see, did they lose this EMA? It's a little choppy up here. Can they regain it 200%? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, guys. That's what you want to see. Can they keep it? I want that $70. Can they get it back up there? Nope. Nope. They are massively shorting it at $4. Can we get a short squeeze? Get those shorters in trouble. Profit was taken for that first break above pre-market high by traders. Can they keep it up there though? That's the question. Can it hold $4? claim this $4.46 area. Come on, Bulls. Let's see. Get my screen record up.
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
just give me like into the mommy's room.
All right, baby.
He just threw the dirt into the floor, and she just getting mad.
Okay, here I come. See, in 15 minutes, we'll see. Just going to take that little $18. I'm mad I missed out on that 460, 470 price point. It was a nice profit on that push, but it's too choppy. But we do have a chart pattern forming, so that's what we're watching. I'm going to open another stop up here, about 50 shares again. See if they get us filled with a quick break. And these wicks up top. Let's find something else in the meantime if there is anything available. Yeah, but I definitely wish I would have closed out that position. Popped up for like 0.2 seconds. Hunk bitches. But hey, like I said, we look for things that break above pre-market highs. This is the leading gainer for the day so far. Second leader is this SNOA, trading at 93%. This at one point was $8 a share, so it's so far gone right now that we aren't watching it to see if it attempts to hit that $8 threshold again. And here I come, baby. Let me go get my daughter some juice. Give me a second, guys.
Daddy,
Yes, baby.
come to us.
gang. Gang, gang, gang. It is noon somewhere. Yeah, I see a chart pattern forming here. So when you see chart patterns basically give are a sign of indecision. They don't know whether they want to go up or down. They are fighting bulls versus bears. Okay, so I just got a message from one of my friends who's on my live, and she says she needs a dummy version. So I'm going to dumb it down as best as I can for you. When we look to find a trade, we want to see if there's any news that has been reported for a stock to give any type of indication. I would just got filled to see if there's any indication in terms of why a stock is showing signs of upward mobility. And we also want to make sure that there's some type of volume that is shown with that move. So far there's been 219 million shares traded for this company. With that being said, this company has 3.27 million outstanding shares. That's what this float stands for right here in the corner. The float is just the total amount of shares that a company offers to be purchased and held by shareholders. We need something that has a small float size because that lower float will actually act as a catalyst to help drive the stock price up because the price of stocks move based on volume. So let's see, can I break this wick? Let's see. The more people that are walking through a door at one time, the faster the price is going to move. So you see this volume levels down here. They're showing that there is an appetite for this stock. The question is, how long will this appetite last? We are overbought on the RSI level. There we go. Go push up to 5. Can I push 5? Take them $23. I'm going to take what we can because we don't want it to flush on us. But you guys see that it's making a new high. So this was the pre-market high, then this became the open market high. Now this is the new high. That's literally all we are doing this morning, is just jumping in and out of highs. Could have ran that up. Now if I had those initial 100 shares from 402, this would be like a $92 run right now. But like I said, it became choppy. This right here is the chart pattern. You want to wait to find when the stocks create some type of formation where the price is literally trapped in some range going up and down. And look at that. Look at that. And you want to see the direction that it attempts to go. This is 300% now. Damn, man. Look at that. My little $40 compared to being up $125 is major. And that was a $400 position at the time. So that would have been 25% on that run. That's what we pay attention to. We look at the percents of how much a position has brought us, not the dollar amount. If I took 10%, let's see, $18 was that first trade on 400, so that was like less than 5%. If I took that 5% run on $1,000 trade, then that would have been, let's say, $50. In this case, it was a $400 position, so it was only $20 if you just double that. But from 402 to 502, the $1 move, that was like a 25% run. So 25% on $1,000 is 250. 25% on a $10,000 run is 2,500. You just quantify it by the percents of the gain. The stock market itself probably is up what? Let's see. It's down. The Dow Jones is down 0.22%, Nasdaq 0.18, S&P, where is it? Spider down 0.15. When we trade for the types of stocks that I trade, we trade the leading gainers for the day. Whichever's top 5 to 10 stocks are moving the most, that's what we want to be in. And look at that shit. And that's because that's where the money is. That's where the attention is being placed. Those are the number one stocks that have the most amount of eyes watching them. 300% runner. Yesterday I told you that there was another stock that went up 600%, and that was all based off of a company getting notified that they were falling out of compliance with the NASDAQ. This is a company that got notified that they were back in compliance with the NASDAQ. So add those types of headlines to your list of headlines that basically show 100+ returns on the move for that day. And that's really what you want to do. You want to build a list of different headlines that when you see them, those are the most important headlines for investors to follow. That's where the money is going to go. So the MACD, as I told you, back here is when the bulls started to take over, and you're seeing it play out. The bulls took over and they're continuing their upward trend. It's too far gone right now to get back in. You want to wait for another chart pattern like this, like this, like this to form, where you see some type of wedge, some type of bull flag, some type of ascending triangle or descending triangle form, and you want to wait for it to break out of that range. When it breaks out of that range, depending if it's up or down, that'll give you some type of indication of the decision that's being made by investors. So that's the initial viewpoint that I take when I'm looking, trying to see what I want to trade. If it's in the top 5 to 10 stocks with the largest percents for the day, whether it is, does it have news showing why something is moving? Is there enough volume behind it? How many shares are available to be traded in that company? And like I said, you find that in the share float. For individuals wondering what this is, I'm using this as TradingView. This is one of the number one platforms to use to look at charts. But TradingView offers several brokers that you can connect your account to be able to trade directly on the platform. This is the number one charting platform that I use to read my charts. I actually built an indicator in it, which is this LGM Life indicator. I can test my strategies, puts basically different types of EMAs, which is an exponential moving average, different things as well on the chart for me, and it gives me color codings to let me know when something's going bearish or bullish, which is what this red and this blue is. So it goes blue, it's a good indication to get in. So you see it went blue back here and it's staying blue. But like I said, this is too far gone. We're building some type of chart pattern here. I can put um, stop order up here, but I'm not. I'm just gonna wait to see how this plays out because hour on the hour, you're gonna expect new news to be reported from another company, and the interest is going to fade at some point. You're gonna see how a momentum can change throughout a move once something else that's more important, that's more bullish, that's more interesting becomes in play. So, as well, this broke pre market levels. Like I told you guys, I look to find stocks that break their pre market levels. This orange area is pre market, this blue area is after the market closed yesterday. So, from 3 o'clock to about 7 p.m., you could have continued trading. So, you can trade from 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day. You know, that's important because news comes out 24 hours a day. When you do get those down hours in between 7 p.m. to 3:59 a.m., other news is reported. So when that news gets reported, you want to identify what stocks have the most juicy news first so that you can get in and try to take advantage of those moves as they occur during the pre-market. I don't trade in pre-market because I can't get in and out of a trade with the push of a button. It's a little bit more of a process to actually open and close a trade in pre-market and after-market sessions, and that's because the brokers on TradingView does not allow for me just to click the buy button or click the sell button or press an X and close out. I literally have to go to my broker and type in prices and, in aftermarket and pre-market trading sessions, you can't make a market order. You can only put a limit order in. You can only put a stop order in. So I put stops to buy, but I close at market at the push of a button. But nothing else right now is really showing any type of interest. Let me close this Trib. I like Trib. Trinity Biotech. They have news that was reported this morning. Something about it's a pharmaceutical company. Let's see what the news was. They received approval and plans their third quarter rollout for pre-Clara test service. So they have some type of therapy treatment that they are going to actually um, start rolling out. What we look for really with pharmaceutical companies are their results. Do they report any type of positive results, based on what the trial runs were showing? Do they have any type of news that's showing that the actual treatment is going to get FDA approvals? What phase is it? Is it phase one, phase two, or phase three? We typically want phase two and phase three trials. Phase one, you'll get a pop, but it'll sell off eventually. Phase two, you'll get a pop, but it may only sustain so long. Phase three, you'll get a pop and it may continue to run because after phase three, that's basically where the company looks to go on the shelf with their product. It's basically almost time for them to roll it out. So those headlines, you look for day in, day out. You will get moments where you won't get any type of news. So on those days, that's where we look to go bearish. I would open my margin account and look to take a short position to the downside. So right now we are just watching, seeing how it's trying to come back to this trend line. You see how it's actually following this trend line. If it breaks it, it breaks and it's going to start pulling back. But you can see as well the bears are starting to take over. You're getting this light green area on the MACD. You see it was overbought up here on the RSI. Relative Strength Index is what the RSI means. MACD is just moving average, convergence, divergence. So you got the averages moving at two different speeds. You got a slower average and a faster average. The slower average is just a larger number. So say 52 um, totals, 52 samples. So in like statistics, we say like samples or out of a 52 population or something like that. But 52 samples, so that just means 52 of these candlesticks. Take that price, add them up, and divide them by 52. What the average is what that um, orange line is. The second one, the blue line, would be a faster moving average, would be like 18. So take 18 of the previous candlesticks, add them up, get the average, and you get two different averages. Is the price close to the 52 moving average, or is it closer to the 18 moving average? So with that being said, the slower one is slower because it takes in more of the candlesticks, but it's more representative of where the price wants to go because it's a larger sample that's being pulled. The 18 is representative of the price currently, but it just shows a faster rate of change. Is the price moving faster or slower? If it goes below those moving averages, then you're looking at it, it's selling off faster than the slower or the move or the faster moving average. And then you can look to open a short position to the downside on those types of moves. I thank you guys for tuning in with me this morning. Um, Today and tomorrow I will be trading live because I am home. So I trade every day, but I trade at work. When you see me post like little videos that I post of my actual trades because I'm trading from my phone. Today I'm trading from home, so you guys get to see me live. I'm already opened two positions, made like $20 on both positions, so like $40. But that one position could have been like $120, $130 position at one point once this went to $5.50. I was in at like $4.03, $4.02, waiting for it to break above this pre-market high, which it did, and you see it ran up. So it may come back to retest this pre-market area. When it retests, you want to see does it bounce again, or will it pull back below that pre-market level? See the MACD is starting to go red, or it's attempting, they're still pulling it down. But like I told you guys yesterday, if they don't pull the MACD from green to red fast enough, the bulls may continue to show an uptrend because it's just showing that the bulls are supporting the actual trend. It literally bounced off of this trend line. You can't make this type of stuff up. This is why these lines are important, because they give you an observation of what you're watching. So we got high, we got a low, we got a higher high, we got a lower low, we got a higher high. I'm sorry, not lower low, but a higher low. So base, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And will it continue to trend up is what we are attempting to watch. Will it try to retest this high of day, or will it push through to make a new high of day? So right here you had this chart pattern form, but then they lost the actual move and it pulled back. Right now we're trying to see if there's about to be another chart pattern being formed, and will it continue to break out, or will it attempt to pull back? See if we can find something else out here. And once again, this is a down day in the market itself, so that can play into the environment that we are watching. And what that means is throughout the day, you might start seeing this stock start pulling back down, start selling off for the rest of the day. Look at the MACD, it's low, it's almost red, it's getting ready to let the bears take over, but it's bouncing off of this trend line. Trip, oop, I'm in a whole nother trade, didn't even know it. Check that out. This is why I put that stop there. Some made me look up over here. Let me see where it is. So this was the pre-market high. I'm up $7 on this with 100 shares. But this is why you put those stops in, because once it hits, it'll get you filled. Question is, can it maintain this move? That's the bear. The bulls literally just went green. And I think this might have halted. Let me see. That's why the price isn't moving. A halt is when price, I guess, is halted. So when it resumes, this is going to resume probably up at this range up here somewhere. A halt is when price has moved so fast in percents that the NASDAQ has what they call a circuit breaker, and it stops trading, because then they need to see what is actually going on with that stock. Is this something fraudulent? Is there a actual reasoning why something is moving as fast as it's moving, whether to the upside or the downside? So the first halt will be a 5-minute halt where the stock won't be able to trade for 5 minutes as they get things together. The second halt and every halt after that will be 15 minutes. So this halted at 9:26. It's 9:30, so about 9:31, 9:32, we can expect a resume of this trend. Look at it. Look at it popped up there. So it just resumed at 9:31. Can't make this shit up. Let's see, can it continue this pop? How far do you guys want to go for me? I'm gonna just take my move, take my little $14. But I'm glad you guys can see this. So this is another reason, like I said, I set my stop orders when the live first went live. Got in, I'm glad I caught it, and then see how it's pulling back, trying to go back below pre-market highs. This is what we watch for, pre-market areas. Will it break it? When it break it, how much will it break it? That fundamental for me. I want to catch it. If it's already broke above it, I want to see, can it sustain that move, or will it eventually pull back below that pre-market level, which it did. So grateful we got out once we caught it on that resume of that trade. So let's see, I could set another order up here at this 249, another stop for another 100 shares. If it pops back above that 249, it'll get me filled again to try to make a new high of day. So that's what we want to catch again. Can we unawarely, if that's a word, unconsciously catch another pop where we're in the money in a trade and don't even know it? This should have been something that ran from $2.20 up damn near to $3 or $4 for us, and we could have been like, what the hell happened? But yeah, some things you just can't make up. You just got to follow your strategies and your theories behind things, because they have been proven once you back tested them. You guys just literally watched that trade occur without us even knowing we were in a trade. My brokerage was showing I was up like $6.99 in an open position. I didn't understand why, because I thought that the first two trades I had already closed out. until I actually clicked and looked at this Trinity Biotech company I told you guys that I liked the news on. And we were already in a position like 4 minutes prior to checking it. And after checking it 2 minutes later, we took another $20. So we were up about $60 for the day. Actually, over $60. But these moves are things that if you could quantify that amount in a bigger capacity, that's what you look at. If I made $60 on maybe what, 600, $800, that's about almost 8% of a move for it for the day. That was that was actually my third trade. So at some point I'm going to wrap it up because I don't like to overtrade. Take as few trades as you can, get in, get out, get green, lock in those proceeds, and resume either later in the day or another day because we want some new news that will actually be reported to actually take place to give us some new interest. After a while, the interest that is in these stocks that we are currently watching will eventually die out as profits are taken. This bullish stock right here is a new IPO, initial public offering, where they just started offering shares yesterday. So yesterday was the first day. They started at $80, popped all the way up to $125, sold off and went down to 69. Right now it's back up to $83. And this is a crypto company. The company basically, I don't know specifically about what they do, but they are into like the crypto sector. Let's see. Shares bullish soared 84% in the cryptocurrency exchange's initial public offering Wednesday, highlighting the challenge of pricing an IPO in today's exuberant market. So we have irrational exuberance. Just last month, shares of software company Figma jumped 250% in their debut. That prompted whispers about the risks of a company underpicking an IPO and potentially leaving billions of dollars on the table. This company has like 30 million shares that they had outstanding. Yesterday, they sold probably double that. So today, they have 17 million they've sold. But they have, like I said, 30 million total. I know how many they have, but it's not showing here. But they got 30 million. See what Trib is doing. Is it going back up? And now I have my new stop order in the resistance levels for the previous high of day. Can it break out of that and pop through high? Let's see, it's gonna get us filled. Just got us filled. Can they keep going is the question. Let's see. 100 shares. It's just testing it, but they're fighting in this weak zone with these resistance. They're trying to eat them up. Can they eat them? Can they pop higher? Look at that. Just took those, got out. I should have ran it up, but it wasn't worth watching. It wasn't worth attempting. So that was about another 20 some dollars. So we're up like $80. But this is what you want to do. You want to find what works for you and stick to it. Let's make it a new high of day. What is their news? They got regulator approval for preeclampsia tests. Look at that. This is definitely going to go up 100 some percent. Well, it is already. I'm sorry. My bad. My mistake. It's already up 175%. But this is why we look for the news. It just broke pre market high and it's still moving. The bulls have it. They're green, as I said. But right now, the RSI is overbought. You don't want to buy. You're going to be buying the top end of the stick. We want to get in on the tail end of a down move and ride that tail back up. So XPON, you see it's pulling back still. It actually broke through this upward trend. Now you see when it broke it, the actual MACD went red. So these greens and reds can actually correlate with the trend. I used to use the MACD and a trend line to tell me how long a trend would last, which you can actually observe once it goes from green to red. This is like trader secrets. You know, a lot of people don't correlate a trend line with the MACD. They just look at a MACD and say it's something bullish or bearish. So as long as this stays red, we can expect this trend to stay going down or to the side, but it's going to be a negative trend. But once it actually breaks a back up on the other side of this trend, you'll start seeing this MACD attempt to go back green. So and I still have a shitload of money to spend. That's the problem with accounts when you have a certain amount of money available. You don't want to stop trading too early because you look like shit. I still got the rest of the day to trade if I want to. Still got a few dollars to play with, but it's like if I made larger sizes, took larger positions on those sizes, maybe I could have doubled, if not tripled, the returns on each position that I closed. But then I would have gave myself more exposure to risk. And that's what you don't want. I can risk about $30 on a trade because I know I can make that back in terms of a downside. If something goes against me, $30, I'm not mad because I know I can make that back in one attempt of a positive gain. If it goes $100 or $200, then I'm trading for the rest of the day just trying to break even. So that's number one when it comes to risk management. How much risk and skin in the game are you putting in trying to make money for the day? You don't want to be counterproductive to building an account. So in the last 15, 16 days now, I've made like maybe $900 plus. But in one or two trades, I could significantly damage those proceeds by taking a $200 loss here, a $200 loss there. Now I just literally lost 50% of my proceeds because I was trying to be too aggressive. That's something that you don't want. I would have gotten back in, but this is still a chart pattern being formed, in my opinion. Let's see, can they break out? But I'm not getting back in right now anyway. But because this is prematurely breaking out above pre-market highs, we may still have some room for this stock to run. It may go up maybe $5. Let's see. Let's do some market structure. See historically where the prices went. So $4.20. This is where this may want to go. May want to go to that $4 range. to push all the way up here before attempting to pull back. Might not happen immediately, but at some point you want to see a spike of a candlestick touching this $4 range based on the news. So let's see, it's $3. Yep, we're in. I'm just going to open the position at this $3 range. See where it attempts to go. Can they hold at $3? I should have waited. Plus this RSI is overbought, so I want to get out soon, quick. My average is 305. Might not be able to hold this $3. Let's see. Prematurely jumped in. This RSI is overbought. Let me just take some green and get out before they flush it back down as they build a new chart pattern. They are shorting it. Let's see what occurs. Can we get that pop? They're really fighting this $3 range. Trying to reposition themselves to get a lower price to try to take it up again. See the MACD going white, light green, whatever color you want to say.
Hey,
Yes, baby.
kids sleeping. I'm gonna go get some coffee.
All right. Give me one. Say, give me one. All right. See what happens here. Will it break this trend line or will it bounce off of it? Is what we're trying to see. And I did this to myself, buying at an overbought area. That's why I set stops, because I prefer for the computer to make the trade for me, to remove any type of human behavior. See what they try to do here. Just bouncing off of this trend line. Can it keep going is the question. Nice, they got the RSI back reset below pre-mark. Overbought territory. See what their approval news does for them. Bears are fighting. You want to see it break that $3 range again. It's falling below the trend. Can they pick it up? That was the question. I don't know where my cigars are. They're upstairs. I need to go retrieve those. I'm going to close this now. We are not going to put too much risk in his trade, but I will set another stop order up here at that 312. If it hits that 312, get me back in to make those proceeds back. And if it gets close to hitting it, I'm going to jump in prematurely. But I'm going to leave that stop order up there though. But in the meantime, let me go get my cigars real fast and see what happens. And that does what it wants to do. Look at how bad that has fallen. This is why you cut losses early. You don't give it that much room to show you if something is broken. When they broke that trend line that I drew, they gave me indications to get out. MACD's attempting to go red. It may need to settle a bit and then retest again to try to get back up to those $3 levels. So let me run and see if I can find these damn cigars. another reason why you don't want to overtrade. You don't want to overstay a position. Because even though I was up $80, let's get back $30. So I'm like up $50. Still something. But it's like, damn, I gave back $30. We have this risk aversion type of mentality where we have more impact emotionally from a negative situation in relation or in comparison to a positive situation. And things like that will actually make you trade the same ticker again because now emotionally you are mad at that ticker. Like, I want to make my $30 back from that ticker, not another ticker. I want to make it back from this ticker just to show who's boss type shit. You see something changing, move on, find something else. Can't be mad at it. It gave what it could. Who knows, it may pop back up there, but if it does, I'm gonna have a stop waiting. That may be $100 move from $3 to $4. Who knows? It might not get, or the order may not get filled at all today. Who knows? So now we got this downtrend starting to play out. It's just high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high. It went to 240 and bounced all the way back up to 270. So I'm green on 4 or 5 trades. Are they going to get us filled here? Try to make a new high of day is the question. I would love to see a pop from $3 to $4 in one candlestick. We want to see, can it break the resistance of that 312? So close to going red. That's why we're not getting in. At some point, the 15-minute MACD is going to go light green. Similar to like this, I just went light green, just pulling back, seeing it over there. So that's what we're watching right now. Will it continue to stay green, or will at some point it attempt to go back light green, have its pullbacks before attempting to resume its run? Price shot all the way back down, retested pre-market levels, and bounced back up. 305, 310, 312 may be the high for the day. Who knows? We'll know if we don't get filled again. Have a chart pattern forming here. What does it want to do? Does it want to resume its run or continue pulling back? This is what we are watching at this time. Because this MACD is so close to going red, we want to sit on our hands until they show us. You want confirmation of something trying to continue a run. You don't want to jump in prematurely like I did up here. Took that $30 loss to the trend line. And 7 million shares bought. You see the volume going up, increasing. Want this to move in millions, where it goes 108, 109, 110, 111, 112. That fast, showing that somebody is buying that much. The MACD just went red, so we are going to probably close this stop order. See, is there any other news being reported by any stocks out there that have went up in the percentage gainers? Nope, same things. This went so close to hitting my stop order, but couldn't do it. It couldn't do it. It couldn't break pre-market levels. But it's trying. Trib went up. Look at it. Popped all the way back up. So my $30 I would have made back. But we want to see, can it continue its run above $3? Push this up to the top end of this wick. See, can they break the resistance and continue its move? Upper field. Can it run now? How much higher can it go is the question. Yeah, shorting it again. buying it up again. $117 million shares bought. Let's see. Just gonna close it out. Made back $8. Set one last order, 333. See if it tries to break through that again. What happened? It got me filled. I didn't even know it. Damn. Can it break through those wicks, or what's going to happen? Nope. Can't do it. We're gonna get filled 333. Might be overstaying our welcome in this, which we are. Just get out. Let's close it up. So out of 7 trades, we were green on 5. The last trade, I looked away for a split second, got filled, and looked back up. I was down like $7. So how the fuck that happened? So I made back 8, lost an additional 12. I went from being up $80, now I'm only up $35. If I wasn't live, I would have been ended the actual trading for the day. But it's like you want to show things because you have people watching, and it's forcing you to make extra trades that you would normally make. I would only make like 3 trades in a day. The fact that I've made 7 trades today, that's not that's not my normal trait. But I'm still green, so it really doesn't matter. It's house money at this point. And as a trader, you guys have to get used to closing trades early on losses. You don't want to sit in it. You don't want to stomach that feel of damn, I should have been got out. Now I'm down $50. No. You get in, you get out because you don't know what the stock wants to do. I'm still waiting to see if this breaks above pre-market levels. What is their news anyway? So they had some type of record first quarter financial reporting, which is good for a company. So anytime a company shows that they are making more money than expected or that they ever made, you will get a lot of investment interest because investors look to purchase things that are moving faster than expectation. If something moves faster than what was expected, you'll get a flux of cash from individuals looking to take advantage of that going forward for the next year. Because that means to them, they really don't have a accurate gauge of how fast the company is growing, and it's still growing. Companies go through 4 phases. You have the initial birth of a company, you have the growth of a company, you have the climax of a company, then you have a turnover where there's a change of ownership of a company. So when a company is in its growth phase, you see investors jump in. They're jumping in because it's actual returns that they are expecting to see on the books. Next month went all the way up from $5, now it's back down to 3. So we made most of our gains in these instances. And we took 2 losses with this silly ass trib information. I'm gonna set another stop up here at this 342 because, like I said, I believe at some point in time that this stock will actually go to that $4 range. Take advantage of that run from 340 something to $4. I think it's going to try to hit this level. Question is when. You can't time the market. You'll be a human 8-ball if you can predict when something is about to take off. So that is why I set stops instead of trying to just jump in when I feel something is moving. I prefer to see confirmation that something is moving. Try this 336 range again. We're still waiting to see if this ever breaks pre-market highs on this AERT. this could be 100+% gainer. So we have two stocks that are above 200%. I'd love to see this jump from 330 all the way up to 370, 380 ish, and touch this 414. Same thing with AERT. Love to see this break 132 and then break that 137. See where it could go for the day. Could go to 151. Or even up to this one, notice 267. Thank you, babes. Oh shit. Thank you. Love you too, baby. ONMD, what's their news? Mixed results. On med. She's a runner. She's a track star. Just broke pre-market levels. So let's see, can it continue? This could go to 140. But they are moving on mixed results, so really don't see it happening. Shit, that's hot. This XPON, want to see do it bounce off of this trend line and continue its move back up. Just waiting to see AERT break its pre-market levels. At some point, you're going to get a pop where it just runs. Because as I said, they had record-breaking profits. So, AERT has announced its financial results for the first quarter ending in June 30th, 2025. Company reported its strongest first quarter in history, achieving positive operating cash flow and a significant 17 million year-over-year improvement in net income. When you hear things like that, that's important. As I stated previously, Trib is falling all the way back down. On med is running. It's going to try that dollar. But we are not going to play it at all. I'm looking to say CAERT. And this is running on 97% on mixed results. And this right here isn't even like bullish news. I wish I could open a short position on them. It's at that dollar range though, look at it. Said it could go up to 202. But you're seeing how interest is changing. And you see how once it broke its pre-market levels, how it just soared from 68 cents to $1. I'm waiting to see AERT finally break this 127 level. Pull this down some. I got it at 132. So 5 cents above pre-market. It's only 12 cents, 13 cents from where I want it to be. Which is crazy because it can take one candlestick that'll go, what's this, 81 cents up to $1.18, $1.17. So what's that, 40 cents just about. Open this last trade. That'll be my last trade for the day. Trib, let me close this. Stop. I'm not going to keep that open anymore. We would need that to show us that it wants to go up there. Break back above that $3 range. I get something sound like 315. Add an alert to let me know if the price hits 315. Show me And this needs to break this 122, 123 range. I get something showing me that, then I may get in prematurely. 100 shares. And try to ride that up to the pre-market levels and keep that other stop open to have 200 shares. Open up stop level up there. If it breaks that 124, I'm getting in to ride that up to pre-market highs. How many shares were bought? 95 million. They have a float of 11 million. So this is what we are watching. See, can they break these resistance levels that they've shown a few times? And this will be my last trade for the day. If it can get filled, that is. Excuse me. If it doesn't get filled, then we are where we are for the day. Gave back $50 after being up $80. But this one run right here could get us well above that. If we can just get that pop. We're seeing it bounce off of the EMA. It's building some type of chart pattern formation here. Want to see, do it break out that chart pattern to the upside and start a run and a rally for the day towards that 100% gain area to be with these other two. And it's still red, so the bulls haven't taken over yet, but they are attempting as this is going light pink. That's what we're waiting for the bulls to take back over. Last time it went from 102 to 126 when the bulls took over. Can the bulls take over again and get it from 124 up to this 150 range is the question that I have. And these numbers I am pulling out of thin air. So don't quote me for these numbers. Don't take these numbers as being some type of science behind it. shorting the shit out of it. But the Bulls are fighting to keep it up. We want one stiff dick candlestick. Like when you see that perfect body just walk by and you're like, damn. And it's all encompassing, like, oh yeah, that's perfect. Like shit that you wouldn't see on anything other than a phone. Like, wow, where the fuck do those types of figures exist in this world? Besides at a fucking gym somewhere. You see it in front of you, like, what the fuck? That's out of your league, fella. Excuse me. But in this world, there's nothing that's out of your league. Uh-oh, look at it. It's tempting. It's tempting. Can it get us filled, though? Got us filled. 124. Can it continue is the question. Is it going to continue to move? Literally, as this MACD went green. Push up to this pre-market high. That was an engulfing candle. Can that engulfing candle continue? MACD went green. Have the Bulls return to the party. To the party. They are sure to get at my price. And that's the funny thing. Like when you see shit like that, it makes you like, who in the fuck is really at my price point selling this shit? Like you guys can't break over my threshold for shit. Let's go, Bulls. Let's get that pre-market high. Don't be ignorant. You know y'all want those pre-market highs. You know you want to break above those pre-market highs and begin your run for the day. But I got soldiers that's fighting with me, not against me. We are not going to lay down. And they are buying. So look at volume. The Bulls are trying their damnness. Bulls are trying to disrupt this party. But we will not fall on we will not lay on our swords. $96 million shares out of 11 million. Let's see. Get that 96 break 100 million. Let's go, people. As we fight the good fight. You know, I try to bring some type of character to the live stream. So if I'm being extra, please forgive me. Excuse me. You know, you got people out there that are watching you for the first time, so they want to see personality. if we intend to ever prosper in this thing and grow a following and a community, people want that. They want to see charisma. They want to see character. They want to see personality. I'm not a goofy person. I am, but I have the party pack that will bring that out of me. So I got my liqueur, got my coffee, I got my cigars and stuff like that. So all those things just help to bring some type of personality to the table. Keep you guys entertained. Are you not entertained? The fuck? Come on now. You're watching the battles, the real life struggles between bulls and bears. Like, there's nothing more entertaining than seeing money fight money. If you guys aren't into that type of shit, I don't know what the fuck you are into. I don't know what piques your interest in the world. Just trying to predict the direction and the trend for a day. That's some of the most challenging shit ever when you're sitting on two sides of a table with billionaires. You got this billionaire versus this billionaire. And I'm just there just whispering in the guy's ear, man, take that shit. Take his shit. Fuck what he believes. Fuck his premonitions and his predictions and his counter market fucking mentality. Like, who is against fucking good news? This company has record breaking records in terms of financial reporting. It's like, who the fuck is against that? This company has a growth record, a growth track that's breaking its own fucking records. The problem is that you don't know how high that actual information is going to be valued. It's already up 70%. Question is, can we get it over 100% in terms of return for its shareholders? At this point, we are shareholders. We are investors of this company, regardless of how short term it is. Is this news more important during open market than it was in pre-market? That's really what we are trying to predict. It got a pop from fucking what, 71 cents, 70 cents to $1.20. Can we give these folks an additional dollar for return per fucking share? Like, and it should get to 170. 180, $2 a share for its investors. Let them take their profits. Let them see some money. Let us see some money. Let's build this shit together. Let's ride the coattails of the other investors that were initially invested in this company before they reported this information. Let the people that's taking their profits take their profits so they can get the fuck out. Because, hey, they don't have diamond hands, as you hear. We have fuck diamond. We have metallic hands. Titanium hands at this point. I'm trying to buy 200 shares. Can I get them filled? The first 100 is already filled. Can we get that second fill? I believe that this company will break their pre-market high. It's just at what point you can't time the market. I think this information is more important during the market than it was in pre-market levels, pre-market trading sessions. I believe right now they are just more interested in these other stocks that are running 200%, 170%. Once that money and those eyes stop looking at those securities, then they are going to pay attention to what's happening over here. They're going to bring their resources over here. We're just waiting for them to get the fuck over here. It's like you're calling somebody, telling them, hey, I see your girl, man. I see your girl. And he's like, man, I can't leave work yet, but you're steady watching her for him. Like, bro, I got my eyes on her. I'll keep tabs on her for you. And when you get here, it's on. But in the meantime, hey, I'm going to go find somewhere to sit and keep my eyes on her just for you. Yeah, she out here acting shady, bro. Yeah, she out here acting flaky and shit in the streets. She ain't for you. I'm finna make sure shit by the end of the day you ain't fucking with her. But right now you finna blow her shit up. Shit she thought she was being sneaky and acting funny on. I'm gonna bring you to the party so you know, so you can see the shit for yourself, bro. And that's what we're doing. This may be a trade that I might just have to sit in and wait for my guy to get here so we can go ahead and jump out the whip on her. He ain't gonna put his hands on her, but he definitely finna let her ass know how this shit finna go. He definitely finna let it play out. Right now we're seeing this chart pattern form. That's what we're watching, this chart pattern. We are prematurely in it. We are hoping and anticipating it breaking up over these wicks, not back to the downside. We're waiting for this MACD to go back bold green, dark green, and get out this light green bullshit that we're seeing. We're waiting to see, can we get this second order of this 100 shares at 134 filled at some point in time. This is all house money right now. Can we take the house money and quadruple it? We had it doubled and tripled at one point. Can we quadruple it now? Can we take this risk and run this risk up to being golden for the day? And as I said earlier, the stock market itself is bearish. NASDAQ is down 178 points, 0.40%. NASDAQ down 65 points, 0.30. S&P, where are you? Down 16 points, 0.26. The dollar is even lower. Well, no, the dollar index is actually higher, 0.45. The VIX is up 4.7%. They have to just give this time to play out. It went back green. Went back red on a MACD over here. But we're just premature in this trade. But that prematurity, to me, isn't a real concern. It's not a loss of hope and faith in this position at all. I have another company just reported some type of bankruptcy, Chapter 11 protection shit. So people are looking at that right now. This TPIC has just went up 100%. So these are the things that negate from what people should be paying attention to. This shit's up 106%. This is the third leading gapper for the day, gainer for the day. But whatever. We're watching this here. They have good news. This is guaranteed 100% type information at some point in time throughout the day. Just when resources get pulled from other things, they'll get over here. We're just waiting. Get your asses over here. You guys are late to the party. And you see that TPIC has already retreated from that 100% area. It was just a quick pump and dumps type scenario. That's what we are observing from these other stocks, as they can't maintain that 100% level. What's this? AERT. AERT is the fifth leading gainer for the day. This just went red, so we can expect it to pull back at some point before attempting to resume. And all it is just these two averages crossing. That's all these change in colors are. So it's nothing to be really concerned about. It just gives us some type of observation to pay attention to. Remove all this extra stuff off the chart. Keep your charts clean. My daughter is throwing a tantrum. I may need to go save her from her mom, because when her mom catches an attitude, she's going to clear all that up. I may need to do a little bit of straightening. And all it is just me popping my head in the room, looking at her crazy, like, what are you doing? And my daughter's on the second floor in the house acting up. And you hear her all the way down here in the basement. Let me go catch her before this move pops. Give me 1 second. I hope by the time I come back it's at 170. Look at that, guys. I walk away for a few seconds and look at us. Look at us. Look at us. I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. I know people like, oh, where are you at? It's moving. Where are you? Man, I'm trying to be a dad. Woohoo! Come on, break this pre-market high, man. Let's go. Let's fucking break out. Give us this. We are at 85%. We are getting eyes on this. We have gotten filled. We got both orders filled. We have broke pre-market highs. Can we keep it moving, people? Can we break out? Fuck. Can we? What are y'all trying to do? What are you guys trying to do? Show me something. Gosh damn. Let's go. Can you get up here to this 151? Bulls, where y'all at? Y'all got back in the party. Can y'all keep it up? Show us. It's 90%. I said it was going to go 100%. Can we go above that and beyond? Damn. Y'all pulling back. Y'all retesting. Oh, no, dog. Don't do this. What is going to happen? Are y'all going to break this wick, this 138? This is what we want to see. Break that wick. Break that wick is running. I want a parabolic run, though. Let's go. Let it go. This is that chart pattern that we were forming. It's breaking out. Can it keep breaking out? Like I said, it's something that you might have to sit in, wait, watch, and let develop. Let it develop, people. The fuck? Can't make this shit up at all. My goal in this shit is to be one of the greatest traders of all fucking time. I ain't even scared because I need this bitch to give me 2 of these candlesticks where this bitch go up. Can y'all do it in this one? Can you do it in this one for me? Gosh damn, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? It's already overbought. Do we hold it? Or do we let it motherfucking ride? What y'all want to do for it, man? Come on, people. Show and prove. Show and prove. Show out for me. Show out for me, gangsters. Damn. Y'all so close to 100%. What y'all want to do? Damn. Don't give them shit back. We just broke pre-market highs. Can we stay above them? Don't retest them. Let's go. I ain't settling. This ain't no toxic ass relationship. This shit was motherfucking written in the skies, written in the clouds. What y'all want to do? I should have bought about 400-500, but I ain't wasting no money like that. I'm going to let it develop slowly. Let it build up. Let it show me something. Come on. It's trying to break through the top of this wick. If they can break that resistance, it got blue skies. That's what we call it. It's sitting up there. Can we get it in this one candlestick? What y'all gonna do for me? This chart pattern already formed. It played out to the upside. Went from 119 to 138, 20-cent run like I said it was going to do. Can they double that 20 cents? Like I said, these numbers ain't pulled out my ass, but they are. I'm just basing it on the heights of these previous candlesticks. Can we get that move? Can y'all give me one pop? Show me something. We broke out. Can we break out? Can we continue to break out? It's the question here. Broke above that wick. Now let's show something. Show me something, gangster. Go parabolic. Go para-fucking-bolic. Get up there, gangster. Get up there. Can't make this shit up. Get up there. Get up there. Come on now. Don't give up. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. We over 105%. I said this was going to be a 100% gainer. Can we go up even more is the question here. Got record-breaking information. Can that record-breaking information bring record returns for people? Let's go. Let's do the damn thing. Let's go. This is not investment advice. This is just trading. Can y'all keep it up? There's 3 minutes left. Let's go. Let it go. Let's ride. What they say on that 112 song? Let it ride. 112. Ooh. Love you. Need you. Let's ride. Let's ride. Hey, Mom, I want to hold you and walk with you. Be your arms on your shoulder and talk with you. I'm going to stop singing before we get a DCMA cease and desist order telling us we got copyright infringement going on. Singing shit from the UMA. Motherfuckers already got lawsuits from Drake. Come on now. Break it out. 2 minutes, y'all only got to go. Keep it up there. Get back over to 100% and go crazy. Get over that 100% and go crazy. I can see this going up damn near to 170, 180. But hey, who am I? Bulls went dark green. Can we keep that dark green up? We ain't got no concerns of this. Look at him trying to short it again. It's crazy, right? Trying to get back underneath that pre-market high, but it has to break that. It has to break out of that. Got titanium hands here. Let it ride. Get back up there, reclaim this wick, man. They are shorting the shit out of this. We are at 109 million shares. You just need to close above this damn pre-market high on this 15-minute. And see that this run continue. Y'all got it up there. Can y'all keep it up there though? Cause they really want that 120 area. A lot of trading going on at this 122, 123 range right now. A lot of orders just sitting there. That's why the price hasn't moved. Let's see that they get a halt. Yep, it's halted at 123. So we got 5 minutes before something occurs again. I wanted to pop back up. Somebody may have put like a major short order in for it to fall back down fucking 25% that fast. I want that short squeeze to take place. Whoever just shorted this shit, we want them to be in a whole heap of trouble. So now we got 5 fucking minutes to wait before the price actually opens back up. Certain things you just can't control. Well, market you really can't control at all. So when this opens up, it's going to be on this new candlestick. It's a new 15-minute candlestick. Hopefully it pops. Let's see what the volume was. The volume here was at 12 million shares. So they bought 12 million shares. There's a zero sum gain in the market. Nobody wins, nobody loses. Because at some point, somebody is happy with purchasing at a certain price. Somebody is happy with selling at a certain price. At that same price. It's just like an even exchange for people. You never know what position in their portfolio they are buying something at or they are selling it at. You don't know if it's profits they are taking, which really what this was, profit being took. But or people just taking short positions. Against record breaking information. Let's see what's going on. Trib is falling all the way back down. XPON is falling back down below pre-market levels. TPIC is continuing to push up. We want AERT to follow suit with TPIC when it resumes. This is the first attempt to break pre-market highs. So this closed at what time was it? 10:59. So this should resume at about 11:04. 3 more minutes. So we wait and see what the community is saying about AERT. Twice today, what the F? Yikes, that's going to be an ugly doji on a 10-minute chart. It's cooked. Nah, going back up. Who's dumping? Who do you think halted? Rug pull, Yo Gambino, how you doing? Get your profits early. Easy read, the bull trap is set. Be careful out there, guys. Let's go. When this is done, taking back to on med. Nah, don't go back to on med. On med is going, bro. This went up to $1.09 and it's back to 75 cents. Stay out of on med. AERT is something we're gonna have to watch throughout the day. It may be a late boomer throughout the day. But this 1.57 million, 1.27, 337,000 shares. See how the volume had went crazy. People were taking their profits, which should have been us in a sense, but because we believe in the news, we are not taking our profits. See, can I just break that 145 again? Add an alert up there. This was a big engulfing candle. Major engulfing. It's back at 122, 121. It's resumed below. Let's see, can they pick it back up? Yeah. I actually want to buy another 100 down here, which I did. So average is 125. Got 300 shares down here now. I'm gonna let them do what they do. We are going to let them do what they do. Try to bring this average back down even more. 124. 327 shares. and this break back above this EMA and ride back up above this pre-market high. MACD went red, but this is something that I might hold to the end of the day. Let's go, people. Feel those gaps and those shorts. Might actually put some more money in here. Fake breakout, what you saw up there. So we're still within this chart pattern. The shorts took it. So watch it play out. As I said, this is a trade I may have to watch throughout the entire day to wait for that breakout to occur. But when it does, it's going to be massive. We just want to get the right position. That's really what is occurring. Just positioning is taking its place. Don't be scared, guys. Just waiting for this buying power to increase. Let these short sellers do what they do. We are 12 cents from our cost basis. TPIC is still getting resources. Need this chart pattern to form. That's the bull's attempt to pull it back up. break through this resistance at this 110, 111. Can you guys do it? Excuse me. People love snooping through shit. See, can we regain its pre-market highs? They are really fighting this news, though. Chart pattern is being formed. I'm just waiting for it to break out again. And reclaim those 120 areas. They are really trying to short this shit, though. They are really fighting it. Because they are watching this bullshit up here. Money is being pulled from other shit to go to this bullshit. Some fucking bankruptcy insurance shit. Like, come on now. Company that files for fucking Chapter 11 renders 170% of a fucking rally. Like, come on now, you guys are losing your fucking minds. But you can't time this shit. Excuse me. You just have to wait for the attention and interest to leave something as momentum is seen elsewhere. I'm about to play the game in the background because I can't just keep watching this shit. Waiting for it to pop. So we know at some point it will pop. It's just timing it. Certain things you just can't do. You don't have a magic 8 ball. And as I said, stocks right now it's trading on a sideways trend. Stocks move in stair type ladders. So it may trade in this box before attempting to break out of it, either to the upside or the downside. This as well is the result of over trading in a day. Literally fought to get above this pre-market area. It did for a brief moment and pulled back and still trapped in between pre-market areas. We're just waiting for it to find a demand zone. A demand zone is where price is considered cheap, and that's where you will get a flux of supply of people trying to purchase it to run the price back up. We just had a 15-minute doji, so this right here gives indecision behind a stock. You don't know whether they want to go up or down. I suspect it may attempt to pull back down even further, then at some point push back up throughout the day. So We can't do anything but wait. This may even be a position that may attempt to pop above pre-market levels during the end of the day because there's so much other activity going on in other stocks. We got three stocks that are literally above 100% right now. This touched 105%, then they shot it all the way back down 55%, which is crazy, right? But what can you do? But be patient and sit on your hands as you wait for a chart to play out. I don't see any reason why this shouldn't break up to the top other than strong resistance. We only had two 15-minute candlesticks that went bear bullish on the MACD. And that is very wild. On record breaking profits. I don't know why this is stuck here. Come your stupid ass on. For some reason I can't control the mouse on the chart. It's very upsetting right now. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I am out of beer. This is very disappointing. Very disappointing. So that means I need to make a liquor store run. Have other hard liquors. But I don't want any more hard liquor. I want beer. Bulls are still attempting to regain control as this chart pattern is still forming. Bears are attempting to try to pull the chart pattern further down. So we are seeing this struggle between the powers that be. Bring those extra resources over here, guys. MACD is going back green on the 1 minute chart. Bulls are trying to recover. Can we get back over this 50 EMA? as we attempt to break out of this chart pattern. Sideways range that we're trading in currently on the 1 minute chart. Hopefully the game doesn't interrupt my stream with the internet. Volume has slowed significantly. Been sitting at this 117, 118 million share volume for some time. Need this volume on these other stocks to move around, dissipate, and come over here. Excuse me. As stated previously, trading is a slow sport. It's like watching paint dry on a wall. But it's more entertaining though, because you have action if you know where to look. Bears are attempting to push this further lower. Just traded sideways since 11:10. It's been 40 minutes. Hello. Hi. How are you? Streaming. Trying to break out of this range to the downside with the ugly ass. See what's going on over here on this 15 minutes. Might have to conclude this trade and just take the loss and just eat what we have seen play out. But because it's still trapped in this range, we're going to give it some type of hope that it attempts to push back up. Because as I said, the problem is we have so many other stocks that are above 100% right now. It's taking away resources and the eyes that this stock needs to actually get us back up. We're only down 20 cent, 19 cent. Nothing major. But because of the amount of shares that we have, it's detrimental at this point. You want that 20-30 cent pop to the upside. See on this 15 minutes. This has been trading in a sideways range for quite some time. And we don't want that range to pop against us. Bulls are attempting to get us back in the game. But can they do it is the question. Their risk aversion mentality impacts your morale, but it shouldn't impact your ideology, especially if you believe something. You will have naysayers out there that may go against you, but you know down deep in your heart when you are right. And this is one of those moments that we want to show and prove. Once these three up here lose their traction and their 100% value, we may see this attempt to touch that 100% range, 80-90% range again, and then retrace back up to those pre-market levels. Let me do some Fibonacci retracements right now. See where we are, what level. We are at the 61.8 range. We touched it. So let's see, can we rebound off of that area? I'm down like $19 for today, so I'm not impacted significantly. But just knowing you were up $80 at one point, you see that swing of about $98 of profit to net loss. But that's why it's important that you build a cushion early in the day, so that moments like this, you won't find yourself in any type of emotional rut, because you do see things go against you at times over time. All it will take literally is one candlestick for this to pop all the way back up and hit this 150 range. Let's see what the bulls are doing on the 1 minute. They bounced off of this range. Let's see, can they retake this 9 EMA? or 50 EMA. Yeah, that's what this pink bar is. This 50 EMA. This is a moment in time where I would like to just take a nap literally and come back to this. Let it play out. Let's make sure nothing else has reported news that causes some type of rally in another stock. So the top five: Xbon, TPIC, Trib, ONMD, NAERT, SNOA, then AERT. Can AERT reclaim its fifth spot? Literally have three, four stocks that are out 100%, to diluting what this stock is capable of doing today. And it's frustrating. Got so much other stuff moving out there that it's taking away from this. Trust and believe I did not want this stream to be this long today. But you guys are getting the full advantage of watching it play out as we trade in this range. We are currently trapped in this range right now. Can the Bulls make a spectacular run back? sleepy. Very. Let's recline a bit. Can they reclaim this 50 EMA? Bears do not want to give up that EMA. We just need a few green bullish MACD candles or histograms or whatever you want to call them down here. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to spare you guys watching this trade play out. I'm going to end the stream and come back later with an update on how this played out. Or you guys can simply follow the AERT stock price and see that it pushed back up to pre-market highs, back up to this 128, 129 range throughout the day before the market closes. Because I'm going to continue holding this position and wait for us to lose this volume in these other stocks. So now you only have 2 stocks above 100%, when originally you had 4, showing that the other, well, we got 3 now, but well, 2, showing that momentum is being lost in these other tickers. But I am bakerdeshun. I appreciate you guys. You see me swing from a $80 profit to a negative $30 loss. That was a $110 swing and peak to trough. I look to see a return back up to being in the green, if not breaking even at some point throughout this move. I'm only down like 17 bucks. I'm not at all impacted. But this is the example of over trading. I've probably taken 9 trades today. My first 5 trades I was green. Then after that I took a 6 trade which I bought way too high on, what was it? Let's see. One trib, I believe. Yeah, it took it up at the $3 and some change range. Then it pulled back from like 331 on down to like 314 before I closed that trade. Then took some proceeds on the next one. Then it closed again lower. So I had to walk away from that one, but as you can see, it's continued to sell off since then. Currently, I am down on this AERT, but these trades tend to follow the same algorithms. So at about 10:57, you saw this began to sell off after they took profits. Let's look here. About 9:19, this one sold off. About 11:30, 11:28, this one sold off. At about 10:07, this one began to sell off. This had a double top. Started to sell off at about 12:04. This one been sold off since pre-market at about 6 a.m. This one pushed back at 10:57, but we are only 16 cents below the high of day. We want them to reclaim its 50 EMA and push itself up. Always, like I said, I'm going to hold on this trade. I'm not closing out this trade. I'm just going to close this live stream though, because it's been up almost 4 hours now. I'm going to let you guys go. I will update you guys throughout the day on how this trade plays out. It may pop immediately after we get out of this stream, and then that'll be one of those moments of like, damn, I wish I was actually still alive so you guys can see the move. We now have two stocks in 100%. We have one getting ready to fall out of 100. So hopefully we start getting volume in these lower tickers again, pulling them back up. Trading is risky. This is not investment advice. I will update you guys shortly, in the next couple hours. And I thank you guys for tapping in and tuning in with me today. All right, have a great day.